Welcome back to Death and Gardening. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Jenny.
And this week I get to present. So Jenny, you get to learn about Dr. X.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Ominously named because he wasn't named in the articles that were being written at the time because they couldn't pinpoint him right away.
Oh, a little Jack the Ripper-esque
sort of like deal. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to start early. So August 27th, 1927 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Mario Enrique Jascalevich, I knew I was going to butcher it the first time, was born. And this is our main man.
Okay. 1927?
1927 is when he was born.
Okay.
Jascalevich went on to practice medicine. First, he completed his medical training in Argentina, and then he ended up getting an internship at Passaic General Hospital in New Jersey in 1955.
All right.
Yeah. So he did immigrate to the U.S. and he got his internship. He then later solidified his practice in New Jersey and was hired by the Riverdale Hospital in Oradell, New Jersey, in 1962 as a surgeon, and even, fun fact, developed a surgical stapler that was named after him.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, doctors and surgeons in the 50s and 60s kind of scare me, but
yeah,
that sounds useful.
Yeah. So in 1966, while he was the chief surgeon, his patients were routinely surviving. They were great.
Routinely
surviving, as you do.
That's a low bar in medicine, I think.
There was a issue, though, where newer, younger surgeon, their patients seemed to be just dying at significantly high rates.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. One particular young new surgeon noticed all the unexpected deaths and finally went off of his suspicions and got the board of directors for the hospital, and they all opened Jascalevich's locker to find 18 near empty vials of curare. We'll get into what that is here in a second.
Okay.
When confronted, Jascalevich claimed that he was merely using it to experiment on dying dogs.
Okay.
Also totally normal.
Yeah. How many dying dogs is he around also? I don't like it.
Nope. Yeah, when you're confronted, you're like, no, I'm using it on animals, though. It's fine. It's like,
right, because that's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, me either, I had to look it up. Curare is a common name for an alkaloid aeropoisons, which are found in Central and South American plants, specifically plants such as this is the one that was like, Chondrodendron tomentosum.
Okay.
That. So specifically, that one is a tubular plant.
Okay.
There are 3 categories, and this is the main one we're going to focus on. It can be used and is used by the indigenous peoples of the region for hunting and therapeutic purposes. And medically, in small doses, it can be used as a muscle relaxant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it is still a poison, so it weakens the muscles, and obviously in larger doses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be relaxing. It can also be a paralytic.
Not great.
It's used in surgeries sometimes. I hadn't seen it when I was looking used like a lot, but it was like, yeah, sometimes it can be used to help relax the muscles before a surgery to help for calming the patients or something or other. It's also, and I need to look into this, used in treatments for tetanus and strychnine poisoning.
Okay.
Yeah. So because of the muscle weakness in larger doses, it can cause asphyxiation due to paralysis of the diaphragm.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
in the medical world, it is makes sense that he'd have some.
Right.
I don't know about 18 nearly empty vials of it, but like some.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see a few.
Yeah. 18 too
18 is a
much.
lot.
Yeah. The hospital did end up reporting their findings to the Bergen County, New Jersey prosecutor's office and its chief at the time, Guy W. Calisi. Calisi had stated in his own words that someone is lying. Someone's got to be lying
Okay.
because everything was real weird about it. Him saying, no, I'm using it for dogs. And then all the patients just dying at staggering rates. It was not lining up.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah. In his investigation, though, his suspicions were strong, and he believed that there was some kind of foul play happening. They couldn't come up with enough hard evidence to further the case, unfortunately. And this was the 1960s, too, so it was
Yep.
more technologies were advanced later,
Yes.
as we find with a lot of cases nowadays that are really old or old cold cases reopened. Yeah. So that was, oh gosh, back in 1966. So 10 years later, in 1976, the New York Times received a letter which was handed to the reporter M.A. Farber. The letter, it was said was handed to him by a woman. By somebody. It said that there were at least 40 patients that had died at the hands of the chief surgeon at a hospital.
Oh.
So the letter didn't give what hospital or who.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
No. It's just hey, here's this shot in the dark tip.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Yeah, so Farber then kind of had to be like, does this letter have any validity to it? Like, what is... So he ended up going and talking to the forensic and toxicology field, and there was somebody that he found who recalled the previous trial and cases at the Riverdale Hospital. And so our lovely main man's name came back up again because the weird 18 vials of suspicion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So Farber reached back out to Khaleesi about his previous statement of the somebody is lying, and Khaleesi held on to that and said that the claim that the deaths were plausible was, quote, horseshit, and still held his suspicions that the deaths in the case were caused by criminal actions. Yeah, he still was not relenting that this could be explained away. It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Farber then also tried to contact Jascalevich to follow up on his statement about using the curare on dying dogs. All of his attempts failed. He tried to call him. He sent letters. He even attempted to run into him in person. It didn't. Nothing.
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot easier back then than it is now, but still impressive.
Yeah. So he couldn't get any confirmation on the use of it on dying dogs or how or where the dogs came from, how many there were, if they were even supplied to begin with.
Right.
So it was just hearsay.
Where are the dogs?
Yeah, where are the dogs? Yeah. So not looking good for him.
No, it's not.
No. Oh, let's see here. So Farber's investigation results were then later published in the Times because he was a reporter after all. So they were published in the Times and referred to an unidentified physician as Dr. X.
All right.
Because again, if you make a claim, you got to have the evidence to back up that claim. So he couldn't pinpoint the guy to the crimes yet. So
Yeah.
Dr. X, which is, yeah, still ominous. It's
Right.
weird.
It sounds like a Disney movie villain.
Right, it does. Looking up Dr. X, I did find that on like some sort of super villain looking thing. I was like, that's not who I'm talking about, but good to know.
Right.
So after that happened, the Bergen County prosecutor, Woodcock, ended up opening his own independent investigation. There are so many of these, by the way. There's another one later, too. And exhumed the bodies of 5 possible victims. These victims hadn't been administered curare during their procedures, at least not according to documents.
Right.
3 of the 5 bodies were found to have traces of it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. May 18th, in 1976, the Bergen County Grand Jury issued an indictment and charged Jascalevich with the death of 5 patients. These patients are Emma Arts, 70, Frank Biggs, 59, Margaret Henderson, 26, Carl Robeck, 73, and Nancy Savino, 4. Yeah. The claim was that he had injected them with curare to kill them. Yep.
Yeah.
There was also something written that, and it was kind of like a theory, that he was trying to further his career and like kill some other surgeons' careers. And that was just like the prosecutor's theory is, oh no, he was doing it maliciously to like kill off these surgeons' patients so that they don't get. Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah. At least that's a theory. The counter theory was that the reporter was basically putting out a hit piece to try to kill his career, Jascalevich's, and then boost his own reporting career if it went through. Yeah, so it's a lot of just like the battle of whose career can go forward. It was crazy. During the actual trial, 2 of the counts of murder were dismissed because they just lacked evidence, which in reading the 5 bodies, 3 of them having the curare and 2 of them not, it makes sense.
Right.
Like, we can't pin him to these 2. So, Attorney Raymond A. Brown then later filed a subpoena for Olive Farber's notes, the reporter who had done all of this research and gotten all of these documents. Yeah, it related to 193 potential witnesses. And Farber said that in respect to the confidentiality of the witnesses and the people that came forward, he refused the subpoena.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was sent to jail. He was found in contempt of court because he didn't give up the documents.
Right.
It was only for 40 days, but he was still jailed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Times also had to pay a fee for that. It was $200 and something thousand.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, $286,000 in fines. Yeah. After 2 hours of deliberating, in the end, the jury found ultimately that Jascalevich was not guilty.
Ooh.
Yeah. But it doesn't end there.
Okay, good. There's still hope.
Well, yeah, yes, and
oh no.
So later in October of 1980, so we're a few years later now, The New Jersey Board of Medical Examiners voted 11-0 in favor of revoking Jascalevich's license to practice medicine in the state of New Jersey.
Okay.
Unrelated.
Unrelated.
Unrelated. Yeah, the reasoning, gross malpractice or gross negligence in failure of good character. But
Oh,
unrelated. He had willingly given up his medical license when he was originally indicted,
okay.
but then was able to go back to private practice and do
Yeah.
whatevs. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So in 1980, they took it away. They're like,
I
no.
mean, good.
Yeah. Like, you can't do that anymore. What they had found, because they had also launched their own investigation, so it's like there's so many just private, small investigations amongst this big one. They found that there were a couple of cases that stood out. One of them where the state had found fraudulently prepared operation records. Yeah. And another case where there was a cancer diagnosis that was put forth by Jascalevich, and they claim that he knew or should have known that that was false.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, cancer where there was no cancer, and he should have
Yeah.
known better.
I mean, well, you would hope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
This is sounding like a Grey's Anatomy episode.
With losing all of his medical licensing things in the U.S., he did also have a medical practicing license for New York as well. When he had originally gotten indicted, I believe it said he was practicing with a valid New York medical license in the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah, when he was indicted for the New Jersey cases. Yeah. But after losing his license to practice in the state of New Jersey, he left and went back to Argentina and went back to practicing medicine there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
In September 1984, at the age of 57, he did finally die of a cerebral hemorrhage.
Well,
Yeah. The Riverdale deaths, though, are technically still unsolved, but it is assumed that he did at least kill 3 of them.
that is wild.
Yeah. It's I did take note of one of the cases because it was crazy. It was like, oh yeah, sure. No, definitely normal dude makes sense. The Rohrbeck case, his doctor, Dr. J. Sklar, had scheduled Jascalevich to perform a surgery that Jascalevich canceled. He was like, no.
Oh,
um,
okay. I didn't know you could just cancel that if you don't want to do it that day.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay, he didn't just cancel it. It basically felt that way, though. He went in and said that he found minimal clinical signs of heart failure during a preoperative examination. When questioned later by Sklar, Jascalevich claimed that he had had a premonition and did not want to perform the surgery. To which Sklar was like, we're not in the Dark Ages. You need to give me a better reason than that.
Right?
What do you mean? And so he told Jascalevich to go back and look at him. And he ended up giving him an intubating tube and like examining him more. And came back, and Jascalevich was still like, no, I'm still not going to do it.
Wow.
Yeah. Sklar, I did take this one because the quote from the New York Times article is he called for the case. This is Sklar. He called for the case. Sklar told Mr. Calisi, I remember very vividly I was going to say to him, that's the last patient I'm ever sending to you. When a nurse came in and said, Dr. Sklar, your Mr. Rohrbeck just died.
Wow.
And so the death was declared coronary occlusion. Yeah. And also, he went back and checked on that man way too many times.
I mean, yeah.
Stop sending him back to check on the dude.
Right? Go
look
oh,
yourself in the hell
yeah.
at him. I don't know. Or go with him.
Right. Especially if you have any doubts.
Yeah. It's like, why are you being so weird about this? Go with him to see the patient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sklar honestly thought that it was just the fact that he didn't want the patient to die on his operating table, which then also would have looked bad on him, even
Mhm.
if it was heart failure. It's still, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's definitely a questionable dude
Yeah.
at best.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It is still, I mean, I know the evidence wasn't huge, but after exhuming the bodies and then still finding Kare in some of them when they weren't supposed to have had any of them
Yeah. And having a doctor with the vials of that.
in his locker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But no, he was innocent and just
Yeah, the jury finding him innocent is a little bit crazy to me, but
2 hours deliberating and still found him innocent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? How good was his defense?
Yeah. That reporter also, I will add, was later pardoned by like the mayor or the governor. So
Oh.
he got to leave. It was fine, but yeah, it did bring into question whether a reporter was allowed to withhold information like that and his witnesses and things versus somebody being put to a speedy trial. Like that came up and there was a big fight about that and whether it was ethical or against law. It went all the way to the Supreme Court and they're like, no, just do the trial. Like, what do you mean? And so, yeah, that's why I ended up going to jail for 40 days.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Dr. X, aka Mario Enrique Jascalevich.
Yeah, that's a I don't even have that many words for that one. That's really weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It definitely kind of can make you look back on like old doctors and cases and things. I know that there are plenty of them too.
Oh yeah.
Well, looking at this, it's like, oh yeah, doctors just slipping something in if they really didn't like somebody, or
Right? Or let's see what this does.
yeah, or like what was brought up here, if they wanted to boost their career and then lower their coworkers' careers
Mhm.
and put them in a bad light and be like, no, I'm the good surgeon.
Right? The egos of men in the 1960s, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, I'm sure the egos were huge in the
Yeah.
reporting world back then too. New York
Yeah.
Times. Yeah. And the surgical world. And the fact that he was the chief of medicine. Or not
Yeah.
chief of medicine, but chief surgeon.
Yeah. That's I mean, you have to do something right to get to that point. I mean,
Yeah. And he had done his internship and he built himself up and he was apparently really good. And like I said, his patients routinely survived.
I can't get over that part. Routinely survived. Yeah, that's I don't think I'd want to go to a doctor where his patients routinely survived. I don't think I would like that.
No, you want
Yeah.
like a percentage success rate? It'd be like 99% of them. Good to go.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was definitely a crazy case and definitely weird that it ended up being technically unsolved.
Yeah.
It's suspected. It's heavily suspected, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the defense could like put up any other person that they
yeah.
like a third party defense or something, then okay, maybe there could be somebody else. But like all signs point to that guy. Like every sign flashing red.
Yeah. The locker moment should have probably been it.
Yeah.
I don't know how they couldn't have found. Well, okay, I guess with 10 years advancement, depending on the technological advances in those 10 years, they probably couldn't trace the Ferrari back then.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
So exhuming the bodies and being like, no, it just says that there isn't any. So
Yeah.
it's kind of wash
Yeah.
our hands of it and call it good, I guess.
Right. Well, I mean, it is New Jersey, so.
For New Jersey. Yeah. So karate, interesting little drug. Comes from plants. It is a paralysis and a toxin.
Yeah.
Yeah. In small doses, fine. In probably what he was doing, not so fine.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. And a 4-year-old, that's just. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't. That's terrible.
That is it for this week. Trust your doctors, but there are just some cases, okay? Oh, yeah. No
Yeah.
further questions. Just flabbergasted.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. It's the 60s. There's not a lot
It
you
is
can
the
do.
60s. That is true. Oh, and yeah, technological advancements are crazy now, so things
Yeah.
are a little bit harder to slip under the rug when it comes to, I'd say, that sort of deal.
Right.
Poisons are easier to trace and track.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We will catch you next week. And it'll be Jenny's turn again.
Yay. It'll be better this time.
You'll do fine. Goodbye, all.